Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope all are doing well to be at your home. So, my dear students, in last videos we have completed our first chapter and poem. Now here I am with the video of chapter 2, Marie Curie, A Radiant Life. We will get explanation in this video, okay? This is the chapter number 2, Marie Curie. So before explanation of the chapter, I want to say something about Marie Curie. Marie Curie was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in physics, and with her later win in chemistry. She became the first person to claim Nobel honors twice. Her efforts with her husband, Pierre, led to the discovery of polonium and radium, and she championed the development of X-rays. So this was about Marie Curie, okay? Now we will start. I will start to explain the chapter, but before that, one quotation is there. This is given below is a quotation by the greatest scientist Marie Curie. Curie put the words in the correct order to read the quote. Okay. Nor was I taught neither progress way the off is swift easy that. So I have solved this. You can see here. I was taught that the way of progress is neither swift nor easy. You can see this is the correct order of these words. I was taught that the way of progress is neither swift nor easy. Okay. Let's start the text. Marie Curie's work on radium and radiology has been one of the greatest glories of modern science. Let's read an excerpt from her biography written by her daughter Eve Curie. In the autumn of 1891, a young Polish emigre named Marie Sklodowska excitedly registered for the science course at the Sorbonne in Paris. In autumn of 1891, this is the year, a young Polish emigre means migrant person who come from other country named Marie Sklodowska excitedly registered for the science course at the Sorbonne in Paris. What is Sorbonne? Sorbonne is a academy of Paris and center of faculties of science and literature. Too shy to make friends, she lived a life of monastic simplicity devoted to study alone. She was a lady who was very shy. It is not an easy task for her to mix with others. So she lives a life of monastic. Monastic means simple, quiet. Devoted to study alone. Only devoted her time towards the study. From her small income, she had to pay for her room, means clothes and expenses at the university. She was having low income. It means to say small income. And she had to pay for her room, means clothes and expenses at the university. When she wanted a feast, whenever she felt hungry and she want feast means food, she bought 2 eggs or a piece of chocolate with some fruit. This is her edible, means what she usually ate. Marie met Pierre Curie in 1894. A French scientist of genius, Pierre, like her, was devoting body and soul to scientific research. Marie met Pierre Curie in 1894, a French scientist of genius. Pierre, like her, was devoting body and soul to scientific research. Means just like Curie was only for her study, she doesn't like to be enthusiasm, etc. Means always devoted towards his study. Same as Pierre was there. He wanted to do only study. He didn't live a life of entertainment. He always liked monastic life, simplicity only. So both are having the same habit. That was, they believe only to study and live a simple life. Immediate sympathy brought them together, and in a few months Pierre asked Marie to be his wife. Immediate sympathy brought them together means both are of the same behavior. That's why they came close. And then within a few months, Pierre asked Mary to be his wife, means to marry. But to marry a Frenchman meant she had to leave her beloved oppressed. But that time he was having a beloved, so she was thinking, but to marry a Frenchman. If she is going to marry a Frenchman, what she had to do? She had to leave her beloved, to whom she loved a lot, oppressed. Oppressed means depressed, subject to harsh treatment. Poland. What was the name of her lover? Poland. And so 10 months passed before Mary finally accepted. And before 10 months, she accepted the proposal of Pierre. Their life together. So, their life together in a little flat was singularly lacking in comfort. The flat where they were living, that was a small flat. That's why they are facing the problem of comfort. So they refused the furniture offered to them by Pierre's father. But Pierre's father, whatever the furniture he offered to them, they refused. The bare quarters were furnished only with books. What were the things were there in that quarter? That were books, 2 chairs, and a white wooden table. On the table were treatises on physics, a lamp, a bunch of flowers, and that was all. The only thing was there in the room. First, 2 chairs, white wooden table, and on the table, what is treatises? Means these are called the documents of physics. Lamp, a bunch of flowers, and that was all. All these are the things which were on the table, and in the house, means in the flat, what was there? Books, 2 chairs, and white wooden table. Little by little, Mary improved her housekeeping wisdom. Little by little, she learned how can she keep her house in a proper way. She invented dishes which needed little preparation or could be left to cook themselves before going out. Then she learned, invented some dishes which would be cooked in a less period by them before leaving the house. Leaving means before going out. Mary would regulate the flame with a physicist's precision. Then in a quarter of an hour, bent over other containers, she would regulate the flame on a laboratory burner with the same careful gesture. Then Mary would regulate the flame with a physicist's precision, the quality of clear, total clear, okay, being clear. Then in a quarter of an hour, this is the time, bent over other containers. Then she started to bend on another container. She would regulate the flame on a laboratory. So whatever the flame she was using to cook the food as well as for the other work, first she cooked all the things or prepared all the things. Then she bent on the over the other container, and she would regulate the flame on a laboratory burner with the same careful gesture. Gesture means to say in which way we are doing our work. Now turn on the next page, which is on page number 34. Text is here. When her daughter Irene, a future Nobel Prize winner, was born, the idea of choosing between family and the scientific career did not even cross Mary's mind. When her daughter Irene, a future Nobel Prize winner, was born, the idea of choosing between family and the scientific career did not even cross Mary's mind. With Pierre's support, she kept house, watched her baby daughter, but she also kept on working in a laboratory. Okay, she didn't left her work. She didn't left her research, working towards the most important discovery of modern science, which both persons made. Pierre Curie, who had followed the rapid progress of his wife's experiment with passionate interest, now abandoned his own research in order to aid with hers. Now, while he was also researching on about something, but yet because of her wife's progress, what he did, he left all his research and helped his wife. Two brains, four hands now sought the unknown element in the damp little storeroom that served as their laboratory. By July 1898, they were able to announce the discovery of a new element. What was the new element? Mary named it polonium after her beloved Poland. In December of the same year, the Curie announced the existence of a second new chemical element which they called radium. An element whose radioactivity they believed to be enormous, means huge. Far and wide it will reach. Dressed in her old dust-covered and acid-stained smoke, her hair blown by the wind, surrounded by bitter smoke from her experiments which stung her eyes and thought. Means these problems she faced. Mary was a virtual factory all by herself. These were some of the happiest years of her life, because now she was moving towards the success on which she was doing the work from a long period. Money for research was not easy to come by, and the Curies continued to supplement their income. Supplement means support, to add something to something in order to improve it or make. Okay. Torn between their own work and their jobs, they often forgot to eat and sleep. Usually whenever they were engaged in their work, that time usually they forgot to eat and sleep. Thus radioactivity grew and developed, meanwhile exhausting little by little the pair of physicists who had given it life. Now what's happened? Thus radioactivity grew and developed, meanwhile exhausting little by little. Little by little they are feeling exhausted. The pair of physicists who had given it life. Finally, they achieved the miraculous outcome of their effort of purifying radium. Radium could become the ally of human beings in the war against cancer. Ally means to say friend. Radium could become the friend of human beings in the war against cancer. Radium was useful, magnificently useful. In a beautiful way it was useful. A radium industry was about to be born. Now a radium industry was about to be born. Pierre explained these things to his wife on one Sunday morning. What? We have two choices, Pierre told her. We can describe the result of our research without reserve, including the process of purification, or else we can consider ourselves to be the proprietors, the inventors of radium patent. The techniques and manufacture radium throughout the world. Then one Sunday morning, what Pierre explained to her, that we have two choices. We can describe the result of our research without reserve, including the process of purification, or else we can consider ourselves to be the proprietors. Proprietor means to say master, owner of this research. The inventors of radium patent whatever the things you have prepared and kept back, in stock. The techniques and manufacture radium throughout the world. Mary thought for a few seconds. Then she said, it is impossible. It would be contrary to scientific spirit. It means to say, for a while she thought, and then she told, what? It is impossible. It would be against to scientific spirit. Pierre's serious face lightened. Now when he was talking to Mary about this, that time he was very serious. Now the color of his face lighted. Okay, started to become dim. Now look at page number 35. If we remain the proprietors, we could have a find Laboratory 2. Mary's gaze grew fixed. Now what Mary was doing? She was continuously looking at that. Physicists always publish their research completely. If our discovery has a commercial future, that is an accident by which we must not profit. And if radium is going to be of use in treating disease, it is impossible to take advantage of that. Having decided, Pierre and Mary headed for the woods on their beloved bicycles. They were having 2 bicycles, they loved them. They had chosen forever between poverty and fortune. That time they decided that they lived their life in poverty and problems, but yet they will not quit. They would not quit this. First they would complete their research. So in the evening they came back exhausted because they were too much tired. Their arms filled with leaves and field flowers. On 10 December 1903, the Academy of Science of Stockholm announced that the Nobel Prize in Physics for the current year was awarded half to Henry Becquerel, half to Monsieur and Madame Curie for their discoveries in radioactivity. I am repeating this so that you can be able to read here. On 10 December 1903, the Academy of Science of Stockholm announced that the Nobel Prize in Physics for the current year was awarded half to Henry Becquerel, half to Monsieur and will be silent, and Madame Curie for their discoveries in radioactivity. The Nobel Prize meant 70,000 gold francs. There were loans to be repaid to Pierre's brothers, Mary's sisters, donations to scientific societies, gifts to students and to a childhood friend of Mary. Mary also installed a modern bathroom in their little house and repapered a shabby room. Repapered means to say put up a new wallpaper on a shabby room, but it never entered her head to mark the occasion by buying a new hat. Away from the limelight, Mary soon resumed the routine of school and laboratory. Towards 2:30 on Thursday 19 April 1906, a sultry rainy day, Pierre left the university, attempted to cross a road, accidentally stepped into the path of a heavy dray and lost his life in a flash. Keeping away from the limelight. They didn't like to be in limelight. So keeping away from the limelight, Mary soon resumed the routine of school and laboratory. Towards 2:30 on Thursday 19 April 1906, a sultry means a place which is hot and full of insects. Rainy day, Pierre left the university, attempted to cross a road, then accidentally stepped into the path of a heavy dray. Dray means a low flat horse-drawn vehicle used in the past or carrying heavy loads, and then lost his life in a flash. After the funeral, the government officially proposed to award Mary a pension. She refused flatly. I am young enough to earn my living and that of my children, she said, displaying her habitual bravery. She refused to take the pension because still she was feeling that she is brave. That's why she told that she didn't want to take that pension because she was too young to earn her living, and that will whatever she earned, that will be sufficient for her children. The Council of the Faculty Science unanimously decide to entrust Pierre's post at the Sorbonne to Mary. Then the Council of the Faculty of Science unanimously decide to entrust Pierre's post at the Sorbonne to Marie. This was the first time that a position in French higher education had been given to a woman. When she refused to take the pension, then they decided to give her a work, because she was saying that still I am young enough to earn the living, so I don't want pension. So they decided to give her a position, and first time she got that position in French higher education had been to a woman. On the day of her first lecture, the amphitheater was packed and Mary walked into a storm of applauses. What's happened on the day of her first lecture? The amphitheater, this is the place. Usually it is an open circular oval building with a center space surrounded by tiers of seats. It is used mostly a drama or etc. So there she was, and Mary walked into a storm of applauses. She inclined her head and waited for the ovation to stop. Then she started straight ahead to her and said, "When one considers the progress that has been made in physics in the past 10 years, one is surprised at the advance that has taken place in our ideas concerning electricity and matter." When she gave her first lecture, everywhere there was a grand applauses for her. She was waiting when it will stop, when she will continue. Then she stared straight ahead of her and said, "When one considers the progress that has been made in physics in the past 10 years, the one is surprised at the advance that has taken place in our ideas concerning electricity and matter." Marie Curie had resumed the course at the precise sentence where Pierre Curie had left it. Tears rose to the eyes and rolled down the faces there. This time she was feeling lack of her husband. So what she was saying? She had resumed the course at the precise sentence where Pierre could had left it. That time tears was coming out of her eyes and rolled down the faces there. Now the personal fame of Madame Curie mounted and spread like a bursting rocket. Now she became so much famous that her fame was spreading everywhere like a bursting rocket. It is reaching high and high, and Sweden awarded her the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the year 1911. No other man or woman to date has ever received the prize for two different subjects. She was the only lady. To the end of her life, Mary continued her work with passion and dedication. On Friday, 6 July 1934, the robust heart beat no more. Mary was buried beside Pierre in the cemetery at Sceaux, in the presence of her family, friends, co-workers and students who loved her. When she was died, her body means she was buried beside Pierre in the cemetery at Sceaux. It is a place name. In the presence of her family, friend, co-workers and students who loved her. So this was all about Marie Curie. How struggling life she faced. But what was her aim? She achieved her goal. She never gave up. So, is there any message for you with this chapter? Yes, it is. Never give up. Always try. One day will come when you will get success. Thank you, my dear students. I hope you understood the chapter well. So stay at home, stay safe. In next video, I will be with question answers and exercises.